She is a mess. Come on in, people. Happy Thursday. Come on in. Come on in. Rock with me for a minute. Thank you for hitting that like button. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Come on in. Welcome to the chat. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Bree, hey, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Valerie, hey. Hey, 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 how you doing? How you doing? I know, right? I know, I know. How is everyone doing today? Let's talk. We have to catch up on some things because I got to find out what is really going on. Hey, 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 hey. You guys that don't mind hitting that like button as you come in, I would greatly appreciate it. I greatly appreciate it. Sabrina, hey, how you doing? How you doing? How are you guys doing? So, yeah, somebody sent me something today. Teresa, hey, 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 lady, how are you? How are you? Got one of our certified dimes in the building. How are you? Thank you. Thank you. Sabrina, I'm actually outside. So this is my outside view. Um, but yes, happy when I keep saying Thursday. I've been on Thursday all day. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. I am doing well. I am doing well. Thanks for asking. Thanks for asking, Teresa. Um, so someone sent me something on my Instagram and I thought it was quite interesting. And y'all got to let me know if this swinging making y'all dizzy because some people some people may get a little dizzy, but I guess I could show my face for a minute. Hey y'all. Um so someone sent me something on Instagram in my little box or whatever, and it was something with Mr. Derogatis speaking today. Well, I don't know if it was from today, but they sent it to me today. And it was quite interesting, if I do say so myself. I think it was quite interesting um, that he actually came out and said what he said. Now, I know a lot of people, I looked at the comments that were under it, and a lot of people were still talking trash about him, calling them names, all kind of stuff. But I have to give a little credit where credit is due because if somebody sees something and they realize that whatever is going on is not being done the way that they thought it was going to be done or the way that they think it should be done, if a person is willing to put that out there, you know, I feel like you should give them a little props. I mean, talk trash about them, but everybody won't come out and say that they see that some stuff being done wrong or that people not handling some stuff appropriately or effectively. So I was actually surprised that, he admitted that whatever they said they were going to prove initially, that they did not, have not, because they've already rested, so have not proven the things that they said they were going to prove. So I know people get caught up in all the extra stuff, but I'm like, why are people giving him a hard time and talking trash when he came out and what he said was true? Like what he said made sense. I mean, of course, he's not going to go and sing, anybody's praises, but what he said was, it made sense. They said that they had this number of, visual things that they were going to present. They didn't have all that. They said they had this number of witnesses that they were going to present. They didn't have all that. Well, they did. They did, but they didn't. What's going on, boss lady? Um, we had a little backtracking. She changed her mind. Well, what y'all know, Lisa tried to quit the other day. Well, this girl, I guess she was successful in quitting her job, and so she didn't have her moment on the stage, not the stand, but the stage. Um, and just my opinion. What's going on, Lavelle? Show your face, show your face. Um, For me, I'm sitting here and I'm thinking that this is going to be interesting. This is going to be interesting, and the fact that the person that's on the bench didn't immediately deny um, any said motions that may have been put in, and is actually going to take the time to look and think about it, and said that things were, you know, worth taking a look at. Um, For those who are supporting certain folks, I would think that that's a good thing. Definitely a good thing. When you don't get an automatic no off the top, for me, I feel like that's always a good thing. If there's some promise there. What's going on, sugar baby? So um that was very interesting to me, and I think it speaks to the fact that this particular individual on the bench has been there for a long time. I think he's seen it all, heard it all, done it all, done it all, done it all, and I think he may be trying to weigh things out. At the end of the day, you always want to have a fair person um, on the bench, even if regardless of what direction things may go in. You always want to have a fair person on the bench. So I think that was a good thing. All the stuff that has transpired at this point, and the other folks hadn't even presented their information yet, hadn't presented their material. Mm, I think this is really going to get well. It's already interesting. It's already interesting, but I think it's going to get a bit more interesting starting tomorrow, from what I can see. Um, so I really want to get you guys' opinions. I like to see what you got to say. How you think stuff looking right now? Because I'm thinking that there's, even though people laugh at the inconsistencies and some of the foolishness that has been going on. Um, And I know people say it's about this other stuff doesn't matter. Again, whenever you're dealing with this type of situation, everything matters. And listen, some people like to grandstand and they want to get up there and they can go back and forth with attorneys and stuff like that. But you also have to stop and think about how that looks to the jury. And if the jury sees you in a negative light and they're already dealing with trying to sift through your inconsistencies and your attitude and your demeanor when you're on the stand, then that doesn't necessarily work in your favor. That does not work in your favor, um, because they're looking at everything. They're looking at everything. So getting smart with attorneys and just trying to be cute, getting up there and using what really is considered in the courtroom foul language. I mean, you talk how you want to talk, but I mean, all of us at this point should know how to code switch and say things in an appropriate manner when we get in front of certain individuals. We know how to switch it up, whether it's talking in front of the kids, talking in front of your people at work, if you got to speak in front of a crowd, if you're acting in a professional capacity, then you should know how to switch things up and handle yourself accordingly. And just the fact that some of these folks got up here, especially young, Lord have mercy, Jesus, Jesus, be a fence, be a fence, be a gate, be a bunch of bushes to cover up everything. Jesus. Um, yeah, I don't think the jury thinks that stuff is cute, y'all. Cause I know I don't think it's cute, and if I was in that courtroom, I'd be looking like, really? You might be telling the truth, but really, like I wouldn't even be trying to hear it at that point. Like your presentation can make everything that you say go out the window. And I feel like in this particular thing, they used whoever they could, but I guess when it came down to the last person, they didn't want to take that chance. But they should have thought about that with the other young lady too, because let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I know it's gonna have people like, okay, you seem a little snazzy. Is this how you always were? When you get into positions with, you see what I'm saying? When you're supposed to be, people are seeing you at what should be a vulnerable moment, and they're trying to see and identify with some of your vulnerabilities, and you're coming across as just harsh and ghetto and just a hot mess. It's hard for people, unless they got some of those same tendencies. It's hard for them to identify with you whenever you coming out here speaking like that. I'm just saying. Now I know some people not gonna agree with me, but we all know that whenever you get in front of certain people or you got a specific job to do, there's something that you're expected to do, then you go and you handle yourself accordingly. What in the world? I don't know what kind of um I don't I don't know what type of prepping. I don't know what type of like weeding folks out. Like I said, I guess they took whoever they could get, um, trying to go through stores and make sure everything matched up. One of the things that their goddess said that I was screaming like, yes, like how did you not know? How can you file papers and the papers have a particular age and you file these papers in the court system? So these are legally binding documents. And then you get over here on the stand and you say something completely different. Like I said, people say, "Oh, these things don't matter. This stuff doesn't matter." When you impeach yourself on the stand, that matters. That matters. It does. It does. It does. And I said it before, between people impeaching themselves, people incriminating themselves, I mean, other than the retired detectives and like everybody on there incriminating themselves. Like everybody, all I said, they all criminals. They all criminals. They are all criminals. Like what in the world is anybody? Is is anybody out there that's not up here committing crimes? And how many times do you get on the thing? Lord have mercy, I have never seen so many clownish folks getting up here and admitting in front of the whole world that you are extorting people. It actually it does. Actually it does. Since you asked that question, actually it does when it comes to that jury, because what it's doing is it's taking the spotlight off his alleged behaviors and it's putting the focus on these other people's behaviors. And whenever you have something like this, you never want to put people on the stand that are going to take away from what you're trying to prove in court. You got to remember the burden of proof is on the prosecution. It's not on the person that's up there defending themselves. They don't have to prove anything. All they have to do is put enough out there for reasonable doubt. So realistically, it does take away from it. It absolutely does take away from it. You think about in the public right now. We're gonna keep it real. People aren't talking about what he allegedly did. They talking about how these people performed on the stand. Am I lying? They talking about how people lied on the stand. They talking about inconsistencies on the stand. They talking about all this other stuff. Nobody is talking about what they alleged he did. That's not even a topic of conversation right now. Even with Derek Goddard speaking, he's not even talking about that, is he? He's talking about the way that prosecution presented their case and the people that they put on the stand and the inconsistencies of the people that they put on the stand and even the inconsistencies of the prosecution. Am I lying? Give me a one if you agree. Put a two in here if you disagree, because you might think that what I'm saying is a bunch of bull, and that's okay. That's okay. But you asked me that question, I'm definitely going to answer it. From what I see, they're taken away from. They are completely drawing all attention away from what they allege he did. That's not the topic of conversation right now. It's the young lady that got out there saying that she was sucking little Wang Wangs. It's her getting smart with people. It's the other dude that old Superfly that got up there and saying that he was extorting people. It's the same girl that was talking about the Wang Wangs that got up there and said that she tried to extort him and it that didn't necessarily work, but it got his attention and she did. That was her way of saying, "Don't play with me." It's a lot, and it is completely taken away from. And I know people going, "No, it doesn't matter." It does matter. We can sit here and play this game all day. It does matter. It matters. It matters. Why y'all think that judge getting frustrated? It matters. Like I'm sitting up here, y'all got me in here, y'all wasting my time with these people. Y'all couldn't find better people to put up here, or at least prep them in a better way so that they know how to at least speak when they get up here on the stand and leave that ghetto mess at home. You don't think that matters to a jury? Especially when you're supposed to fall in that B category and then they see you getting up there acting a whole other way. That first impression is a beast. Don't let nobody fool you. We cannot sit up here and act like we don't go off our first impression of people. And to those jurors, that's the first impression they're getting of everyone that's getting up on that stand. And what's cute to some is not cute to them because they got a job to do. They got a job to do. They got one job. And for anybody that think that they're not taking all that silliness into consideration, I don't. I'm telling y'all, if I was at prosecution, I'm telling y'all, all those folks that got all those deals and then they got up there and they acted a darn donkey, them deals would be flying away like some balloons let go in the sky. They just be floating right on away. They would be floating away because, child, they child. Listen, the young lady said that she told a lie before because she didn't want her mama to know what she was doing. She didn't want to embarrass. Like, what you doing right now? It's not even about your mom. Now you got kids too. Like, and this how you talking? I don't. And everybody's entitled to talk the way that they want to talk. Do not get me wrong. This is just my personal opinion. It is just my personal opinion. But I just based on these people' behaviors and their actions, I do not think that they care one way or the other what happens to him. They are not concerned about him getting more time or being found guilty of anything. They just coming, what's going on, Angie? They just coming up there to do whatever they got to do, and they going about their business. And they know that they don't have anything to lose at this point unless they do enough to piss these people off to take these deals back, especially the ones that got up there and admitted, the ones that actually got up there and self-incriminated themselves. And you would think that they would even be smart enough because they didn't have any problems going up there saying that they did that. Oh, yeah, I did this. Yeah, I did that. Yeah, I did this. Okay. All I'm going to say is, I don't care what kind of deal you got. Everybody ain't your partner. Everybody ain't your friend. Okay. When that stuff come back and bite you in the behind later, when all this stuff said and done and folks don't need you no more. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Oh my goodness. It's not so much of it being taken back. You are signing to do specific things. You are agreeing to do certain things. And if you get up there and you do the opposite of what you said you were going to do, or you get up there and you say something that you didn't already tell somebody else, and you got them up there looking crazy, then the devil's in the fine print. The devil is in the fine print. And I don't think a lot of people realize that. That's why they're getting up there and laughing and doing all this extra miscellaneous buffale when they get up there because they don't think that they can be touched at this point. Just like the guy Freeman, he was like, "I got immunity. Everything that all I know is I got immunity." What about all these crimes you just admitted to doing? That don't matter. I got immunity. Like everything is I got immunity. I got immunity. I got immunity. I hope all your charges were written down in that deal. I hope all your charges were written down in that deal and you didn't get up there and confess to something that wasn't included. I'm just saying. They just it's just too much. It's too much for me. They could have stuck with Jane and her mom and well, said they could have left the people with the lie to take the test. I mean, because all they doing is getting up there and talking, but that's not really admissible. So they should have stuck with the main people and presented their case and left all these other clowns where they were at. Left them right where they were at because it's not giving what it's supposed to give. It's not for me. It's not giving what it's supposed to give. I'm just saying it's the lies for me. It's the lies for me. It's the inconsistencies for me because it's taken away from what you got these folks in there for in the first place. Those charges that they have are not the topic of conversation right now. They're not. More than anything, people are getting a kick out of the testimonies, how people testified. It's not even about what they're in there for. Yeah. Yeah, they are very comfortable. They are very, very, very comfortable. Very comfortable. But for me, regardless of what they say, if I have to look at the man for the stuff that they're saying that he did, then and I'm looking at you saying that you did some stuff too and you participated with some stuff too, like you not looking any better to me. I mean, D said, no, 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 I was happy to see those clowns. I'm like, you cannot, like, this can't be real. I mean, it's real, but like, this can't be real. I'm telling y'all, I know that judge shaking his head right now, like, what is this? And where did y'all come from? Where did y'all come from? I'm telling y'all, you watch Court TV and watch Law and Crime Network and watch when they do different trials on TV and stuff like that. Even the dopest dope boy, the hardest dope boy on the street, know that when he get in the court, he got to come in there and act like he got some sense and know how to talk to people. And you see them on the stand, yes sir, no sir, yes your honor, no your honor. But you get these people up here acting a plum fool. What's going on, Miss Fat? They acting a plum fool. Y'all didn't have any conversations with them before they went up in there? You know you're supposed to talk to them a little bit before they go up in there. Y'all ain't had no conversation. Like, you know, and just from listening to them, I know that they're keeping up with the trial too, cause y'all everybody know that Miss BJ is she get a little jazzy with folks, you know. That's what she do. So they've been sitting there waiting to get in front of her. Oh, when she say this, I'ma say that. That's the vibe I'm getting. Oh, when she come at me like this, I'ma say this. I'm trying to be nice. Well, you need to try a little harder. Girl, girl, just answer people questions and go on about your business. If you trying to help somebody win something, then you need to hush. You need to hush. And if you're trying to help the other side win, then keep on talking. So it can go either way. If you want to help one side win, the people that gave you immunity, you need to hush. Okay? But if you're trying to help the other side win because you say you still got love for them, then keep on talking. Oh boy say shut your mouth and keep on talking. That's what he say. So shut your mouth and keep on talking. I mean, it's they just got a whole lot of. They got a whole lot of all these people sitting up here in love and folks. I thought that I was the only one. Child bad. Oh my goodness. You thought you was the only one what? You thought you were the only one what? How did anybody think that they were the only one off the rip when he was married? So you thought you were the only one what? I'm just saying. Contact getting a little cloudy. I'm saying if the wife couldn't be the only one, now how in the world did you think you were gonna be the only one? Right, Miss Fat, Jiggadome. Like how? What? When? Why? Um, yeah, yeah. It's child. All all I know is that people be talking about that. I ain't gonna even say that word because I don't believe in that stuff. But hey, these people getting hypnotized by something. I don't know what he got going on, but they getting hypnotized by something. I'm just saying, they getting hypnotized by something. Jesus. Says a lot about the wife too, to allow, accept, and participate. I'm the more people that get up on that stand, just be listening to the people that they put up there. I notice how some tried to leave her out of some things. I do. It's just my opinion. It's my opinion. I think that she was actively involved the whole time. And I feel to a certain extent that even he's protecting her when it comes to that. But I feel like she was actively involved. She might have went into it just trying to, please her husband. I don't know. But I'm thinking that that kind of stuff had already started before they had got married, so it wasn't something that she was new to. She already knew, and she chose, to marry him. Like that's what she wanted, child. That's what she wanted. So I mm-mm, mm-mm. I'm telling y'all, I done been through some things. I done seen some things. I'm telling you now. And if I got to share my husband, it's not going to be intentional. It's not intentional. If I'm sharing my husband, it's you got the upper hand. You don't went and found a way to slide your way seat at the table. I did not welcome you into my home and told you to pull up a seat. No, you slipped in the back door. I ain't no, I'm not gonna freely just give you access. No, no, that's not how that, at least not for me. Not for me. Um, no, no. It's the that's mine for me. Go get yours. That's mine. It's the that's mine for me. I'm just saying. Um, a lot of this is going on. So that's kind of that's listen. I'm a listen. I don't knock anybody's lifestyle. You know what I mean? Like you, do you, boo boo. But I just feel like whenever you enter into that agreement, when you enter, people don't realize marriage is cute, it's cool and stuff, but you have literally entered into a legally binding contract. Not just a legally binding contract, but you also got this spiritual contract. And when you start bringing outsiders in, you done made them vows, you done made some promises. Not just to yourself, but to that man up there, you done made some promises, and you start bringing some other people in, you always got some mess that come along with that. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It is darn near impossible. And hey, Kim say no marriage for me. It's darn near impossible. It's like, and we can have a conversation on that because I've had several conversations with guys that had more than one wife, and it was acceptable. And they say everybody's happy. And I'm like, no, as a woman, I can tell you that there's always going to be someone that gets jealous. Somebody's going to feel like you giving another one a little bit more attention. Maybe you kissing them harder than you kissing the other person. Like there's going to be some jealousy. As females, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. And I can tell you right now, if you sitting up there all up in my husband's face, then we're going to have a problem. I don't care what he like. But nah, I'm just saying. But hey, hey, sister wives my behind. Somebody getting mad. Somebody gonna be jealous, and it's always one that's gonna get a little bit more favor over the other. I don't care how equal you try to be, acting like you an equal opportunity, but no, somebody always gonna get a little bit more attention. They do. People don't even realize it. You do it with your children, don't even realize it. It may be the one that act out the most that got to get the more attention, but somebody getting a little bit more attention than the other. And it may not be intentional, but somebody getting a little bit more attention than the other at any given time. You might cuddle with them a little longer than you cuddle with the other. Like somebody gonna have some issues. Somebody gonna have some issues. Sarah Hagel was saying, "Child, that sister wives mess, child, child. That's all I'ma say." It's you know what, Miss Fad? I am not fooling with you. Says you like carpet a little bit better, huh? How do you sleep with someone you just met? Valerie, you know what? That's the conversation I'm trying to have. And not everybody got their own stuff about what's going on. Listen, again, I ain't judging nobody. Okay? I ain't judging nobody. Let me say it. I'm just voicing my opinion. Anything, let me give this disclaimer on the channel real quick. All the opinions that are coming out right now are the property and exclusive opinions of Carolina Diamond, okay? They don't have nothing to do with what nobody else got going on. But let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Do what you do, boo boo, okay? Don't think that I am knocking you. This is just for me, okay? It's the safety for me, okay? I done told y'all before, I don't care how good you can sing. I don't care how much money you got in your wallet. I don't care how cute you are. You ain't getting my goods when I first meet you. No, no. Ambition should be made of greater stuff. You ain't getting my goodies, not my goodies. No. I don't know you like that. I don't know what's going on, Pap. I don't know you like that. No, you ain't getting my cookies. No, 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 no. I don't work too hard to make sure I got a good batch of cookies. I don't work too hard to make sure I got a good batch of cookies. You hear me? You ain't getting my cookies. No ma'am, no Sam, no ham. Going on. But these people right here, and that says drop it like it's hot. It got to be. Because these people like, oh my goodness, you're a celebrity. Oh my goodness, sure it is. Oh my goodness, take me, I'm yours. The devil is a liar. The devil is a bald-faced liar, butterfly in the story. Hey, how y'all doing? Share. Like, no, no. Now, y'all, if y'all disagree with me, that is fine. Because I know people have one night stands, two night stands, three night stands, shoot, whatever you want to call it. You ain't getting my cookies. Carla, hey, how you doing? You ain't getting my cookies. Especially when I know you flying all around and you're getting everybody else cookies. That's all I'm saying. I'm real protective with mine. I'm just, you know, no, you can't have it. You can't have it. No, 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 no. Um, yeah, you're not. You're not. You're not. I don't. You. I mean, yeah, I mean, you can come on some Morris chestnut time. Let me tell y'all something. I love me some chocolate. You hear me? I'm talking about chocolate, chocolate. I love me some chocolate. You can come on some Morris chestnut time, child. But yeah, it's gonna take more than those pretty teeth to get me to drop something. I be throwing something at you. Yeah, yeah, you gotta do a little bit more than that. You gotta do a little bit, right, Lavelle? I ain't fooling with you. Child, no. Uh-uh. Mm-mm. I mean, when you younger, I tell you, when you younger, you might go out there and experiment a little bit. I'ma give them that. I'ma give them that. Now I'm speaking as a grown behind woman, okay? I'm speaking as a grown behind woman. Carla, you know what? Y'all are a hot mess. Talking about wondering why your stomach hurt. Them cookies got mixed with the wrong flour. That's what I'm talking about. You done got the wrong flour. D say, "Well, I don't know." Hold up now. You said Morris. Hold on. Let me think about that one. Let me think on that one. Hold on. Hold on. Which Morris we talking about? We talking about like Ricky Morris and Boys in the Hood? Or we talking like Best Man Morris? Which Morris we talking Ricky, Ricky. Yeah, I understand. There's levels to this. D. I get it. I get yeah, more chestnut now. I ain't fooling with y'all. Y'all be like the little lady on was that Nutty Professor? Yeah, Morris Chestnut makes me moist. He used to make me moist. Like that. Like I get that, but I'm like, yeah, I met him. I met him. He said hello. I ain't y'all nasty. What's going on, Bird? Y'all nasty. I met you on a video shoot. Hey, how you doing? And all of a sudden, y'all have a bone chicken, bone bone, like a whole poem. I'm like, no, no, no. I think all our brains been damaged by buffoonery. You hear me? All our brains have been damaged by buffoonery. So, I mean, just yeah, that's my music. That's what we call. That's the music. Bone chicka bone bone. That's that music for them videos, them flicks. That's the music for that. You just, I. Oh, y'all on that Morris. You say I hear what you saying, but you said best man Morris. I don't know about that one. I might have to go ahead and drop him for that one. I might have to go ahead and drop him for that one. Now, Ricky can go and sit down somewhere, but that best man Morris, he might be able to get the goodies. I thank God for taking care of me in my younger day. I thought that was what I was supposed to do, but now that I know better, well, oh. Lavelle say, "Well, I still mess up sometime, okay, but it gotta be worth it. It can't just be any old body, okay? Like, Miss Pat, like, true, all jokes aside, y'all, it's levels to this. It's levels to this, because I'm gonna tell y'all, you know, all these sneaky links and stuff, like, your girl ain't out there like that. Like, I was locked down for a long time. And I'm hearing these folks testify and people saying all this stuff, and I'm like, listen, y'all run circles around me, child. I'm not on that level. I mean, I'm quite remedial compared to what these folks got going on. I mean, I think I'm feeling some type of way right now. Yeah, I'm like really remedial. I don't feel bad about it. But yeah, yeah, they kind of bone chicky bone bone. You talking about the Betty Crocker Morris? Let me find out. Let me find out. Car rides risky, airplanes risky, everything risky. Everything risky. But I'm just saying, going into the trailers like after hello, that's Miss Fat I ain't say all that. Now I ain't say that kind of remedial. But I'm just saying, they running circles around me. I'm hearing this stuff. I feel like I got to cover my ears. It's like, what? I got to cover my ears. What y'all talking about? Hold up. This rated X. PG, it's just a lot. I don't know. We all come from different places, different times. And I'm just saying, I won't knock nobody for getting their freak on, because you got men that go out and they meet somebody and they go and do what they do. So who am I to say that a woman can't do it? Okay? Who am I to say a woman can't do it? The late 90s and early 2000s was a hell of a time. Hold on. I see we got some freaks in the chat. Y'all telling on y'all self. Y'all are telling on y'all self. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So I got to make sure I'm politically correct because if the guys can go and they can do their thing, and the women can do it too. The women can do it too. So, you know, get your freak on. Get your freak on. I'm just the type that I got to do a background check first, okay? I got to do a background check. I don't want you running off with I don't want you running off with my Rolex. You heard? I don't want you running off with my Apple or my Fitbit, okay? I mean, it ain't a Rolly, but I'm just saying. Yeah, I don't want you running off with my stuff. Times have changed. It's the men now. It's the men that will run off with your stuff. Times have definitely changed. But this listening to some of this stuff recently is just giving me, I don't want to say a whole new respect, but it's just giving me a different perspective. Um, Right, Angie. Come on, somebody feel me. Thank you, Angie. See, we here. We here. I gotta know something about you. I gotta know something. Like, I need to know if your family believe in them ruts. I'm from down south. I need to know if your family believe in them ruts. Because if y'all believe in them ruts, I ain't fooling with you. Because that's the type of person you deal with one time, and then you'll be sitting outside their house, like shaking like Pookie, like, I just need a hit. It be calling me, it be calling me. I need to know if y'all participate in that kind of stuff. I got to do some background checks because you will not get me hemmed up and have me walking around here like I'm a whole thing. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. So we got to do, you know, that's all I'm saying. Women actually do it better. We forget and tell on ourselves. It's always the baddest one in the club. Listen, listen, might not even be the real name. Yo, let me tell you, all jokes aside, y'all know I was playing around with the little date and stuff. Yo, oh, I can't, that's gonna be a story time. I got to give y'all a story time. That's gonna be a whole other story time. Like, I that's a story time. Don't let me forget. I do a story time on that. I gotta tell, yeah. Um, so yeah, people out here and yeah, yeah. I gotta do some background checks. I gotta do background checks because y'all ain't gonna be out here putting no rut on me, okay? Not the rut, not the rut. You're not gonna be putting no ruts on me. So I'm just that's what I'm saying. I'm looking at the whole thing, listening at what people got to say, and this is definitely been it's been interesting. It's really been interesting. No, Miss Fat, I be learning from listening to y'all. Don't go to y'all some freaks. Y'all some freaks. Mm-mm. Yes, it will. Hold on. Still going strong. As the song said, comes a time in a man's life when he just want to settle down and have a good woman in it. You better go ahead, Gail. Say that. Say that. Say that. Say that. Shoot. There comes a time. Hey, but I done met some little pimps in their 70s and it ain't their time yet. They said it ain't their time. I'm just this is really interesting. This is just interesting to me. Can immunity be all I'm gonna say is you better make sure you read the fine print. And if you're not doing what those folks told you to do, what you signed on that line saying that you were gonna do, then you may end up having a problem. If people feel like you got up there and intentionally tried to embarrass them, or you got up there and said the complete opposite of what you told them, or they see that you told them a bald faced lie and got on that stand and said something else, you might have a problem. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You might just have a problem. Yeah, that happens when they body fragile and need the blue. I, I should have just read over that. Oh Lord. Oh Jesus. Help me, Lord. Help me, Lord. Oh my goodness. Um so yeah, I got some stories for y'all about some blue pills too. Not my own stories, not anything that happened to me. But But we gonna have to have a story time because I got some stories for y'all since I done moved here. Child. Um, I'm not fooling with her. I am absolutely not fooling with her. I'm not fooling with her. I'm not fooling with her. These are really my inner thoughts that y'all are able to hear on YouTube right now. We ain't fooling with Miss Fat. She ain't right. She ain't right. Pap, she ain't right. She is not right. I want to settle down that they got to put them teeth in a cup. Come on, Miss Fat. Listen, listen. I ain't fooling with y'all. I ain't fooling with y'all. Because when I talk to the men, because I had to talk to men a lot, and they actually like the. You know what? Let me hush. Let me read these comments before y'all have me saying something I ain't got no business saying. See, I ain't fooling with you or pal. Lavelle, you knew where I was going, right? You know where I was about to go with that. Cause yeah. I cannot fool with y'all. Listen, what I'm saying is, Miss Fat, from the men's standpoint, from the men's standpoint, they actually like, when it's time when women have to, well, they don't mind when your teeth in the cup. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And I ain't going no farther than that because y'all ain't gonna do right. It's a pastor put his call out for a woman recently on a pastor. See, those are the ones you got to look out for. Those are the ones you got to look out for. See, see, see. There was a little thing that my stepson used to watch all the time. It was a gummy bear thing, cause I'm a gummy bear. Yo, I'm Lord have mercy. I Yeah, I got some stories for y'all. I got some stories for y'all yeah, I got some stories for y'all. Cause I done seen and heard some things in the last couple months, child. Whew, yeah. That better not be my pastor. Let me go on Instagram and find let me go on Instagram and find them. I'm gonna start typing somebody has left to go get the squad on me. Y'all ain't right. Y'all ain't right. I promise you, y'all ain't right. Y'all ain't right. Now he wanna touch and heal some woman. Come on, really, really, these old men something else too nowadays. They would die trying. Hey, hey, Gail, you can't blame her for trying. Y'all playing around now. No, some of these little older ones got more game than these little young ones now. They be hey, they be coming at you hard now. They be coming at you hard. You can't help but laugh. They be coming hard now. He only want her to give him some hugs. The devil is a liar. He want more than hugs. He want me see y'all about to make. He want. Let me hush. Let me hush. Let me hush. Pastor want the teeth in the cup. That's what the pastor want. How do you feel about these accusers and Drea on TikTok dancing to Kale songs that's trending? I haven't seen them. I haven't seen any of them. Um, but I'm telling y'all, these people are putting on a show for the jury. Gail, definitely, definitely story time. They are putting on a show for the jury. I'm telling y'all, these folks got the jury so discombobulated, they don't know, they ain't gonna know what to do. They are not going to know what to do. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling you. Because all this ghettoism that's been coming up on the stand, I mean, some of these folks, Lord, like they so ghetto. Like these are the type of ghetto that you see on TV when people are going to the extreme to be ghetto. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Not even regular ghetto. It's like bad acting type ghetto. When somebody in a movie trying to be ghetto and they are overacting, like that's the type of ghetto that's coming up around here. And I'm like, what? What is this? Like this. I do think the judge is fed up. I absolutely think the judge is fed up, and if he is not, then I am fed up for him. That's all I'm saying. Nurse, I'm taking care of my share. Well, that little blue pill put them on their backs and 6 feet deep. Yo, I'm telling y'all, that's what I was talking. I have never in my life, and I'm telling y'all, I done been around some ghetto folks now. I've been right. Look, I ain't always lived in the Hamptons all my life. I ain't always lived in a deluxe apartment in the sky, high, 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 all my life. Okay, okay. Yeah, Miss Fat. That's what I came on talking about initially. That's what I came on talking about. Oh, Jim. Cause somebody sent it to me on Instagram. They sent it to my inbox on Instagram. And I'm sitting up here and I'm like, people were going off on him in the comments. And I'm like, dude is actually being like real. What he's saying, you might not like him, you might not like the stuff he did in the past, but what he's saying is real because when you get up there and you present your case from the very beginning, you got to do your opening statements and stuff.